So, hello everybody. My name is Meghna Singh. I'm the International Ambassador of University of Pisa. And today this webinar is mostly about the pre-enrollment, how exactly to do the pre-enrollment. And also I'll walk you over through the further steps, what to do exactly after the pre-enrollment. This is the QR code for our social media. So you can follow us and subscribe us. Okay, now, first of all, let me tell you what are the paths that basically you have to follow with the pre-enrollment visa, when to do what, okay? So first you have to start with the admission process, which I'm sure you have already passed that step. So now you are in the second step, that is the pre-enrollment, and that you have to do on university website. Then the third process will be to apply for the visa. And the last will be to do the enrollment. Now here, many students get confused between what is pre-enrollment and enrollment. I mean, these both like words sound similar to you, but don't worry, I can explain you what's the difference between these two words. So pre-enrollment is basically the step in order to apply for the visa, but enrollment is totally a different thing. Enrollment is the final enrollment, like you are now the official like student of University of Pisa, which means you're also going to receive the student ID. Okay, so that is the final enrollment process, which you have to do after you receive your visa. Again, like whatever materials or different kind of videos or in kind of short videos will be there on our YouTube page and our Instagram page time to time based on in which process you will be in. So again, do follow us there. Now, in the pre-enrollment process, first you have to do the registration, then you have to follow the three steps, step A, step B, and step C, and finally you have to submit. So we are going to see each step today. But let me tell you something about pre-enrollment, like what is pre-enrollment, why you need to do pre-enrollment, when you have to do pre-enrollment, and how many times can you do the pre-enrollment, and how to do the pre-enrollment. So what is pre-enrollment? As I mentioned earlier, that pre-enrollment is the first step that you have to do in order to study in Italy in Pisa. Okay, so this is basically a step that you need to apply for visa, for the long-term student visa, and for that you need to do the pre-enrollment. So before applying for visa, you need to pre-enroll yourself, and where you have to do that, you have to do that on universeitaly.it website. Okay, second is why. Again, it is related to what question, that because you have to apply for visa, you need to do the pre-enrollment. When to do the pre-enrollment? So the pre-enrollment is already open at University of Pisa, and it will be opened till late December. But of course, I will suggest you to do the pre-enrollment process as soon as possible so that you can apply for visa on time. How many? So you can only do pre-enrollment for one university and for one course. So in case you have received the admission letter from more than one universities, so at the end of the time, you need to choose only one university and one course. So you can do the pre-enrollment only for that one chosen university or course. Okay. So again, before doing pre-enrollment, make sure you are sure that you want to study in that particular university and in that particular course. How to do the pre-enrollment, and this is what we are going to see now. So the pre-enrollment process, first of all, you need to register yourself on universeitaly.it website, okay? And then you do the pre-enrollment process. So in order to register at universeitaly.it, as you can see on the screenshot of what the registration looks like, the name, the surname, the country of birth, the city of birth, dates, gender, and citizenship, okay? Now, there is a further step in the registration where most of you get confused. That is the Italian tax code. It is the Codice Fiscale, actually. Sorry, something happened in the background. Anyways, so the Codice Fiscale. If you don't know your Codice Fiscale, don't worry. Once you fill all the details here, you will see your Codice Fiscale is automatically like generated. But again, this is like a temporary Codice Fiscale. You need to get your actual Codice Fiscale from embassy in your country or from an office in Pisa, in Italy. Okay. And very important here that you cannot use any other like domain like PEC or Hotmail, MSN or Live. So please use Gmail or other, but not Hotmail, PEC, MSN or Live. Okay. Another important thing, please try to use the same email address by which you have received admission from the university. Means by the same email ID you have applied for admission, okay? Because then it will be easier for us to recognize you and to do the process bit faster. Then is Now is a step when you have to do login, but after you will do the registration on universeitaly.it, you're going to receive a verification link on your email ID, and you will be told to create your password. Once you have your password ready, you will again come back to the home page of universeitaly.it, and you will start your pre-enrollment process. Okay, so here you can see there is written pre-enroll now. You have to click here. Now, here it is written International Students 2022, but don't get confused because the pre-enrollment is open, and it's supposed to be 2023, but there is some error on the website because of that there is a problem. But anyways, you can always click on pre-enroll now, and it will take you to this page. Okay. Now in this page, you have to click on go to application, and here you will start your pre-enrollment application. Okay. Uh, Now here again, if you notice something on the left-hand side where it's written, do you need help, support for filling in your application? So if you have any problem while filling the application form, you can contact us. So when you will click on contact your institution, you will find the list of different university, their contact email ID and phone numbers, and you can look for University of Pisa and you can contact us. Okay. Now, let's come to our step A. So we are going to do the pre-enrollment application in 3 steps, step A, step B, and step C. Now we are seeing the first step, that is step A. In step A, the first thing you have to choose is the year. So you have to choose year 2023, 2024. Then you have to fill your basic personal data, the passport, but make sure to have a right resolution, and that your file should be either in PDF, PEG, or PNG. Okay. And then here I'm sorry, this is the step B, where you have to mention information about your passport and about your visa application. Now, here you have to mention the name of the embassy where you will apply for visa in your country. Okay, so you need to first identify, depending on your country and in which city you live in your country, where exactly you have to apply for visa. So identify that first, and then you choose your embassy where you have to apply for visa. Okay. Then the next option is to specify the reason for the visa application. So you have to choose, I want to enroll in a study course. Okay. So I want to enroll in a study course. This you have to choose for the reason for the visa application. Now, coming forward to the step B, you have to choose the university name, and then the course type. So I will suggest you to first choose the English language from the given option to choose the language, and then you choose the course type, and then you choose the course name. Okay. And then your course curriculum, if you have a different curriculum in your course, you will choose one. And this option, that is ID account at the chosen university /AFAM/institute, you don't have to write anything below that. So please leave that option. Now you are in the step C, which is the last step, and the step where most of you are confused what documents to upload. So again, first of all, how to upload the document. So you have to select the file here, and you have to select the option that what is the qualification, in this area, in this field. Like it is written here, final diploma. So you can choose which document you're uploading. Now for the admission letter, you might not find a separate option to choose. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to choose other option. Under qualification and language certificate, here you have to choose other option, and you have to write the qualification name here, admission letter. Okay. Now, It is not compulsory at this step to upload DOV or CHIMA certificate. If you have one, you can upload. Plus, it is sorry. Plus, it is also not compulsory for you to upload resume or letter of recommendation. Okay. For the language certificate, you need to, also check with your course if language certificate is compulsory or not compulsory, but here it's not compulsory for you to upload it. Okay. Now here we finish our step A, step B, and step C. Now you go to the summary. You click on summary here, and you will go through all your details, what you have mentioned before in step A, step B, and step C. So please go through maybe twice or thrice so that you don't do any mistake. And you click on apply for pre-enrollment. Okay, if you don't do that, you're not applying for pre-enrollment. So click on apply for pre-enrollment, and you have applied now for the pre-enrollment. Just few key points which you need to keep in mind while you will do this pre-enrollment application. First, not required, so you don't need CV. You don't need to upload a recommendation letter. And as you are all bachelor student and you want to study the master's degree course at University of Pisa, you don't have to also upload your secondary school certificate or diploma. And also in many countries, you call 12th certificate, okay? Then after submitting, as I just mentioned now, you have to, of course, check the summary, and then you have to click on pre-enrollment application, like here, apply for pre-enrollment, okay? Then no edits. So that's why I'm telling you to please check your pre-enrollment summary twice or thrice, because after you click on apply for pre-enrollment and you submit everything, you cannot do any changes on the portal. You cannot edit and you cannot upload any new documents, okay? And the last one is that you can only pre-enroll to only one program in Italy and for only one university. So please keep that in mind. Now, what will happen after that? After that, University of Pisa, we are going to receive your pre-enrollment application. We are going to see your documents that you have uploaded, your admission letter, and we are going to verify your pre-enrollment. Everything is okay. If everything is not okay, if there is some mistake that you have done from your side, then you can receive an email from the university that you have done some mistake and you should correct it. Okay. So, but if everything is okay, you're going to receive a confirmation email on your email ID, the same email ID that you have used to create your ID on university.ed, that your pre-enrollment has been verified. So in the email, you will have the first part of the email in Italian language, but don't worry, when you scroll down to the email message, you will also see the English version of the message, okay? And after that, what you have to do, once you have received this confirmation that your pre-enrollment has been verified, you have to come back to university.ed on this particular area where you can see, which you can see on the screen, and you have to download your pre-enrollment summary. Okay. And now once you download this pre-enrollment summary from here, now you can move forward for visa application. So visa, you have to apply at the consulate and embassy in your country. So again, do check where exactly you have to apply in your country. So that was all the process about the pre-enrollment. Let me just summarize. So it starts with registration on university.ed, and then you check your email ID and you set up a password. Then you come back to university.ed and you click on pre-enroll now, and then you start your pre-enrollment process in step A, step B, step C, submit, check your pre-enrollment summary, and then apply for pre-enrollment. Okay. Now let's come back to the next process that you have to do after you know that your pre-enrollment is verified. That is visa. So here are the list of the documents that you can see. These are the general list of documents that you need for visa. From country to country, the list of the documents, or you can call it the checklist for the visa, can be different. So please check on in your country what are the different documents that you need to apply for visa. But I can tell you the basic documents that you need. That will be the visa application form, the passport size photographs, and your passport. Then you need the summary of pre-enrollment, which I just mentioned that you have to download it from university.ed, the summary of pre-enrollment. And then under university documents, you need to also have admission letter. And if you have given any exam, if you have any letter that you have passed the exam in order to study masters at University of Pisa, please also attach that the test letter. Then is the language certificate. So as you all know, there are various language certificates available like IELTS, TOEFL. So for India, it's not compulsory for you to have language certificate. But for the country, like Pakistan, it's compulsory for you to have English language certificate. And for other countries, you can also check with your country if you need the English language certificate. Then is the educational document. So in educational documents, you need to have your 12th certificate, mark sheet, your bachelor's degree, and your transcript of records. So now what is this transcript of records? If you still don't know what is transcript of records, it is basically a certificate. It will be in single page, which will include all your exam details, like the subjects and also your marks. Okay. So if you don't have yet one, you can get it from your university. And of course, you need to have these educational documents verified, that is apostille or legalized, whatever is there in your country. So you can also check if your country is a part of Hague Convention. If it is too much for you, you can check it on internet. If it is a part of Hague Convention, then you need to have apostille. If you're not in Hague Convention, you might need to verify your document in some another way. Then is the financial proof. So in financial proof, you need to show approx 6,000 euro each year for the duration of your study period. So you're coming here for 2-year master's degree course. You need to have 12,000 euro minimum in your bank account. Okay. And of course, you need to show the financial documents like bank statement. It should be of 3 to 6 months, again, depending on your country. Then the bank certificate, which says that this person has this much amount in their bank account. And make sure that the bank certificate is always on the letterhead of bank, plus there must be a stamp of the bank and also the signature of the branch manager. Then this is the ITR, it is a tax return. So you need to show like 3-year tax return. You need to again check with your country what are the financial documents that you might need. Then the salary slip, if you're a sponsor or if you are the employee and if you're arranging the finance through your salary. Then is the sponsor document. So who can sponsor? Basically, who can be the sponsor? So you can sponsor, yourself, or your family member can sponsor you, like your brother, mother, sister, father. Okay. Now again, you will need to check with your country if your relatives can also sponsor you. So if you're getting sponsored, not by yourself, but from your family members, then you need a sponsorship letter from them in which they will specify that he or she is willing to sponsor for what. So they need to mention for tuition fees or for living expenses, for what. So they need to specify for what reasons they are, not reason, but in which areas they are sponsoring you, and how much amount they have in their bank account and what exactly they do, what is their profession. Okay, so those things you need to mention in the sponsorship letter. Then is the identity card of the sponsor and the financial document of the sponsor. Okay, so see, there are two things very important when you're applying for visa. One is you need to show the fund, but second thing is that you need to also show the source of the fund, how you're getting that fund. Okay, so both the things are important. So for that, you need to show the financial documents. You need to show your business proof if your sponsor has a business, or if your sponsor is working, you need to show the salary slip, okay? So that they can show the source of their funds, from where exactly they're getting the money. And another thing, just a tip for showing the money for visa. When you will show the bank statement of 3 months or 6 months, there should not be much fluctuation of amount of the money in your bank. So, you should never practice like, maybe 1 week before you are adding, I don't know, maybe like a huge amount of money at once. Don't do that. Okay. Just keep it balanced and just keep it balanced, your bank statement. Then is the medical travel insurance. You need to have an insurance of with a minimum coverage of 30,000 euro. It is very important that your insurance must also have a repatriation clause. Repatriation clause says that if you have any problem abroad, I mean, very like sickness and maybe I don't want to say that, but I need to explain what this clause is. If there is uncertain death of someone student, then to send back them to their country, it is necessary that they have this insurance with repatriation clause. Okay. Then is the accommodation proof. So you need to show minimum of 30 days of your accommodation. Okay. Then is the flight ticket. You need to have your flight ticket and CV if it is required by the embassy in your country. And then the cover letter, again, if it is required by the embassy in your country. If you're making a cover letter, it is very important that, again, you mention each and everything about your motivation to come here at University of Pisa, motivation to study this particular course, and that you are a genuine student and that you have a sufficient funds to bear your expenses in Italy. And plus, you should also mention about your accommodation, like till which date, like from which date till what date you have the accommodation and the address, and about the flight tickets. Just mention about the airlines you're using to, you have booked the flight from, and also the date of your travel. Okay. Now, for students from the Pakistan, you also need like an additional document, that is family registration certificate, which will be issued by NADRA. Okay. I hope this part is clear. If you have any questions, just hold on and just maybe write somewhere with yourself, and later on I will answer all those questions. Okay. Next, what exactly to do after visa, like when you are in Pisa, what you have to do. So you need to get a tax code, that is a codice fiscale. I have just mentioned in the starting of the webinar that the codice fiscale you can get either from embassy in your country or from an organization in Italy that is called Agenzia delle Entrate. Okay. Then is the SIM card and bank account. You need to get your SIM card and bank account, and for that you need codice fiscale. So once you have codice fiscale, you can get your SIM card. For a bank account, you need to look for the various options available in the city. And then is a permesso di soggiorno. So basically it is a residence card, residence permit for you. If you are going to live more than 30, if you're going to live for a longer period of time in Italy, you need to have permesso di soggiorno, and you need to apply within 8 days of your arrival in Pisa. Okay, so these are the various offices where you can get permesso soggiorno. We are going to help you, in all these processes, like in tax code, in permesso soggiorno, and in insurance. We can help you, like an actual, there will be someone to help you. You can speak with that person and you can get support from that. And also you will get help from the various resources that is available on our YouTube video and Instagram account. So you don't have to worry when you're here in Pisa, okay, with all those documentation that you have to do. Okay. Then will be the insurance. So you can take the Italian health insurance, which will cost you around 150 euros, and it will be valid for 1 year, but it will always end on 31st December. So even though you get this insurance on 15 December, it will end on 31st December. Okay. This is the best insurance. Even I use the same. So with this insurance, you get your own doctor and you don't have to pay any fees to your doctor. Okay. Then let's just briefly discuss about scholarship. I mean, we will have a future webinar also on the scholarship, on the GSU scholarship. But just for this webinar, just let me give you a brief about the scholarship opportunities for you. So the IYT scholarship, that is Invest Your Talent, is already closed. So you cannot apply that. Then University of Pisa Merit Scholarship is already closed. The upcoming the upcoming scholarship is MEPCI scholarship, that is Study in Italy scholarship, and anytime the call can be open. So that's why follow us on our Instagram and on our YouTube channel, subscribe so that you will get an update as soon as the call is open, and also the details about the call. And then is the DSU scholarship. So many of you know the DSU scholarship as the regional scholarship or as a fully funded scholarship in which you get accommodation, you get food 2 times, and you also get money for your living expenses. And plus, your tuition fees will be waived off, but you need to pay around 150 euros for regional tax per year. Okay. So again, we are going to hold another webinar for scholarship in future. Now, you can chat with us if you have any questions, if you have any doubt, apart from this webinar also on the same Unibuddy platform. So guys, thank you so much. And yeah, hope to see you all in Pisa. Thank you so much, everybody. Till the time, bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.